Missionaries from London Missionary Society in England first reached Papua New Guinea through the Motuan coastline in 1871, bringing the gospel of Jesus Christ to the native people under very difficult circumstances of first contact. The London Missionary Society later joined with the Methodist Church and Papua Ecclesia in 1968 to form what is now the United Church in Papua New Guinea. Porebada village is one of those villages along the Motuan coastline which the missionaries landed upon. Last Saturday saw the United Church in Porebada celebrating 22 years after this modern building was established.
It's very special. I'd say, because when our forefathers were planning to build this church here, it took a lot of time, the efforts, even there were hardships, they're crying over some unfinished jobs.
4 other church buildings prior to this one, known as Emmanuel, were built using either modern materials, bush materials, or a mixture of both at different times.
The Emmanuel 1, Emmanuel 2, Emmanuel 3, Emmanuel 4, especially Emmanuel 1 to 3, those churches were built of bush materials by our all people. They struggled to survive, to build churches after the arrival of the missionaries.
Over time, the population of the United Church in the village has grown significantly, resulting in 4 other smaller congregations formed some years back, with different ministers serving in each congregation. But last Saturday, all 5 congregations, including the original Emmanuel Church, gathered to celebrate the special occasion.
And I was the 7th counselor when this church that we brought up and constructed way back in the 26th of September 1998, and 22 years later we are now celebrating. But I was one of the figures as a Porebada citizen to construct this beautiful church which cost almost 1.5 million to construct.
In the midst of adhering to COVID-19 measures and protocols in recent months, the village community's active involvement in church activities has provided a basis of having trust and faith in God to successfully go through the challenging times.
So, because we are very heavily committed churchgoers, we tend to rely heavily on God's wisdom. We rely heavily on the church that the church may bring healing to the houses, the community.
Dennis Orere, National EMTV News.